There we go. Welcome back to the channel. Your host, DonLexy, here with another show. And boy, do we have a show for you. You know the rules. We're looking for a show sponsor. Everything over 20 qualifies. Much love. We had a good turnout last show. We went far over goal. Let's try to do it again so that we can work every day this month. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Let's get into it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Let's go ahead and get into this great content. We're going to talk about issues surrounding single black mothers once again, except this call was unbelievable. And there was this content creator who I remember the name. It's just kind of eluding me. Who was this content? It was a content creator by the name of, Kevin Samuels, who said that Black women fear marriage more than they fear having a baby, which is absurd. But we've never seen it put on display like it's going to be put on display in the feature presentation. Do me a favor, drop your location. I want to know what city you're tuning in from. That's very important to me. Cash App, stop the show. That's the rules of the show. Keep it respectful. If you have anything you want to say about the topic or about the person we're reacting to, and you have to stop the show, hit us in the Cash App. Much love to everybody who's sponsored, and the sponsor of last show, who was James Henson. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get that timer started so that we can get into the show. Let's get it.
Hey, you ready?
Let's get it. Much love, Eric. Thank you for that super chat. Let's get it. Much love to Squared Away. Says I got a date. I got a date tonight off Kendra G show. Okay, all right. We're gonna have to have you let us know how that went. We might have you come up and talk about that. Go get him, brother. Much love to Eric, supporting the show early on. We're gonna dive right into it. We're not gonna waste too much time. Thumbs up, hit the like button. Drop those locations, hit the like button. Let's get it. Who do we have here? Charleston, South Carolina in the building. Let's get it. Columbus, Ohio in the building. Snellville, Georgia in the building. West Palm Beach, Florida in the building. Newark, New Jersey in the building. South Florida, what's going on? Bronx. West Palm Beach, Florida. Dallas, Texas. What's happening? 3 more minutes and it's time to cook. New Fork, Virginia. Pork Slope, Brooklyn. What's happening? This show got reached. Cleveland, Ohio. What's happening? Where my Midwest people at? Let's go. Let's let the AK off for the people. For the people. Yeah. South Carolina in the building. Amsterdam in the building. Let's go.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
My dog, guys.
Indiana in the building. Let's go. Indianapolis in the building. Let's go. Let one off. Let's get it. RM says, let him cook. 2 archetypes, then we move over to the feature presentation. Boise, Idaho in the building. Let's get it. Atlanta in the building. Tennessee, let's go. What's happening? BLP International. Let's do this. Harlem, New York. Let's go. Welcome. It's your 215 dating show. Your 215 reaction dating show. Here every day. As long as you support. Let's get it, guys. Let's have a good show. All right. Yeah, we got we got business to take care of. A lot of foolery has been going on Kendra G's show. There's this interesting thing that happens on Kendra G's show. This hasn't happened in about a year. This is the first time we've seen this sort of incident, this call that you see right here. At first, I thought we were just reacting to another single mother of two, pretty much the most common archetype that calls in women who have at least 2 kids. Call was going normal. I'm not gonna give up too much. A lot of you guys already know what happened here. This is a call that's going viral, and for good reason. Because this was really, 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 really weird. This was off. I want to talk about why this happened. I want to talk about exactly why women do weird stuff like this. And I want to talk about why you have to stay away from women like this. I'm going to talk about why it's vital that you don't let women like this in your company. You don't want to miss this first archetype either. You definitely don't want to miss the end of the show and the archetype, the feature presentation. But this archetype, you certainly don't want to miss either. A lot to learn, a lot to take away from this. And it doesn't appear that there's a lot to take away from this, but actually there is. We're going to get into it. We've seen women try to use Kendra G's show as digital motivation for a guy who they want to move faster and on them and to pull the trigger. They want a guy to pull the trigger on them. So they try to leverage Kendra G's show to do that. I don't think it's safe. I don't think that women should do this. We're going to get into it. This is a very weird type of situation we're going to get into. I'm going to let the call explain for itself. Y'all knew the rules. If y'all have anything that you have to say to the audience or to the particular caller we're reacting to, and you have to interrupt the show, put it through the Cash App and we'll read it off. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin the clip. Somebody said clout. No, that's not the reason. Let's get into it.
I'm ready.
Oh, you look cute. What's your name, love?
My name is Fiori.
How you spell it?
It's Fiory.
Fiory?
Yes.
What you do for a living, boo?
I work for a consulting company, pharmaceutical.
Consulting company?
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many kids?
2.
How old are your kids?
One of them is 6 and the other one is 10.
10. And your name is Fari?
Yeah. Flurry.
And where you call me from?
I am in New York.
Is that where you live?
Squared Away says she fine, low key. No, she's obviously a good looking woman. It's not even low key. I mean, she's a good looking woman. Her looks aren't the problem. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are you, love?
I'm gonna be 30. I'm 29.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
So we got Fari. You work for a consultation company?
Consulting company.
Consulting. My apologies. Consulting company. In New York. What part of New York?
I stay in Brooklyn, but I have a house in New Jersey.
Okay. She's 29, Aquarius. Mine are 2, 6, and 10. Both by the same man?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Oh, when did you get divorced?
4 years ago.
Okay, 4 years ago. All right, Fari. New York, lives in Brooklyn, works for a consulting company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Consulting company, 29, Aquarius, mine are 2, by the same man, was once married, is divorced. What kind of man are you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for someone that somebody that knows himself, somebody that's self-aware, someone that is genuine, loving, and has ambition, someone that he knows what he wants.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Liars, someone that probably try to impress me, Someone that doesn't have a path, that is doing everything, a little bit of everything. I would like somebody that's a little focused on what they're doing.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yeah. He has to be no white guys.
No white guys. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Dominican.
Dominican.
Yeah.
Okay. So no white guys, but any other race is fine.
Black or Hispanic.
Black or Hispanic. Okay, so black or Hispanic man. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I don't want to say a certain amount of money, but he has to be in his career. He has to be already established in his career. Whatever that is.
Not to go off tangent. What about Dominican men? No?
No Dominican men, no.
Okay. So black and Hispanic men only.
Yeah.
Okay. So back again, you said the money has to be in his career?
He has to be established. Somebody say I'm a colorist. Let me can I say something? So Dominicans are, let's just say this. Hispanic people are people that were born in a country that speaks Spanish, right? And Latin American people are people that are living in Latin America. So somebody call me a colorist. No, that's not being a colorist. Dominicans are black. Let's just clear the air.
Dominicans are black to clear the air.
Dominicans are black, yes.
Okay.
But they're still Hispanic because Dominican Republic is a country that speaks Spanish. So, yeah. We're no Spanish. We are Hispanic and no Spanish.
You said you are Hispanic?
Yeah, but no Spanish. The Spanish are people from Spain.
Spanish are people from Spain?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Let's do the Kendra Cam. I don't know why they called you a colorist now that I think about it.
Because Hispanics are colorists. I mean, it's a lack of education. A lot of Hispanics are colorists, and a lot of Hispanics are racist. Unfortunately, you know, they don't. Yeah, that's just the truth. I don't know if that's Sorry, hold on. Let me I don't know why I don't know where to put it so you can see. Give me 1 second. I'll put it over here.
Oh, you look good. Like you have a nice body. Okay. Okay, you look good. Look good.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, so 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When was your
I want to say something real quick. Shouts out to Watts 9300. Let's let one out. Just got to show him some love because he comments every single show, every single video. The same comment, but I still appreciated the consistency. Much love. Thank you. Just want to let you know that we acknowledge you. Now, again, not bad for 2 kids. Let's continue the clip.
last relationship, boo?
Right now?
I beg your pardon.
Sorry, guys, she's taking.
What? Who's that?
What the fuck?
Kendra! No, like that was nothing, Kendra.
Who is that? No, you gotta tell us.
She just blamed you guys.
Wait, is he gay? What? I thought it was her gay friend, and I don't think it's her gay friend. I think it's a friend who said, I got this. Bye, worlds. I didn't even get her contact info, fellas, and she was cute. I didn't even get her. He said, she about to be on the Kendra G single show with all these people watching? Hell no. He done snatched her up, so I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. I thought it was her gay guy friend, like joking with her. But then when she was hesitating to say who it was, and then he clicked it off. Sorry, fellas. Sorry, fellas. He said, nope. She not a
Okay, I want to say something really quick.
Didn't answer.
Before we get into the next
Let's try
call.
Selena.
Before we get into the next call, I want to say something. Before we get into the next call, I want to say, lady, that was not a smart decision. And I want to, and I want to let you. I want the public to understand what this was in so many words. I'm going to sum it up in one sentence. That's what it looks like when a woman tries to control access to a relationship. And I'm going to explain why. See, that guy who she had in the room, that was a guy who was clapping her cheeks, but he wasn't pulling the decision on making her his girlfriend. And he probably was leaving her hanging and having her wonder why, because he's deciding to make him her girlfriend. I mean, make her his girlfriend when he chooses. And it's probably because she's asking a lot is the reason why he's not doing it. It's like, I'll make you my girl when I'm ready. Every time you keep asking, then it's like if I say yeah, then it's like I'm doing it because you're muscling me. Like, we don't get to like say, all right, man, I've taken you on 10 dates. Like, when are you coming off the draws? Like, seriously, we don't get to muscle you guys with the thing that we want. But women always try to find these creative and elaborate, sneaky ways to try to like force the issue and get a man to want to like pull the trigger because he's not moving fast enough for you. And I want to now I want to get the I'm off the bird now. Now I'm moving on to the guy. Bruh, that was the weakest shit I ever seen. You don't reward her for that kind of stuff. Don't reward her. You control access to a relationship. That was very disrespectful for her to be in your company and in your presence and then actively start seeking other guys while you're there to try to light a fire underneath you. You're going to accept that level of disrespect and go, don't worry about it, everybody. I'll take her off your hands. See you guys later. Ta-da. Like, you're not a hero. You didn't win anything. She's not even a prize, because any woman who's dumb enough to come on the show and try to humiliate and try to like put a guy on the spot or try to like participate in speed dating in the presence of a guy she just slept with is a weirdo and a tramp. You didn't win anything. Sad. Got our first Cash App of the day. It's from Cash Ketchum. Let's get it. He got 5 on it. And he says, play the I got 2 Kendra.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
Yeah. You're dumb, ma'am. You don't control access to a relationship. Men decide if you get in a relationship. Stop it. Like, oh, I'm going to call Kendra G show while he hearing everything. So he'll see that I'm not finna sit around and wait on his ass. Stop it. Grow up. Okay, now we're gonna react to this archetype real quick. We have another example of why older black women in the black community are absolutely untouchable. A lot of times you're seeing more marriageable 21 to 30-year-old black women nowadays because they're ingesting content like this. They ingest the content Kevin Samuels has left behind. They listen to what men have to say about here, all this dating and relationship information circulating on TikTok. Even if they don't agree a lot of the times, they're still like got their ear to it and they're like, they're taking things in that the women of old, they missed. They're still from that era where you can walk around and they're expecting men to be romantic and chivalrous for nothing, for $0, for zero effort. It's a new day, though. It's a new day. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin a clip.
Hi.
How are you? Selena?
Selena, where you calling me from?
Detroit.
Detroit. How old are you?
46.
46. What you do for a living?
LPN.
LPN. You have any kids?
5.
5? What's going on? All the women with 5 kids been calling me all week. You literally might be the 3rd or 4th woman with 5 kids that called me this week. How old are your kids?
They're grown. They 31, 29, 27, 14, and 17.
Are the same man?
Yes. No. 4 of them are.
So 2 men.
Yes.
You ever been married?
No.
Say again?
No.
No, okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. So Selena?
Yes.
It's Selena?
Yes.
I'm about to sing a Selena song. I love that movie. I can't think of a song right now, though.
Really?
It will come to me later. Selena, Detroit, 46 Capricorn. She's an LPN, mom to 5 kids, by 2 men, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
God-fearing, hardworking. Don't want no more kids because I have, I'm a grandmother also of 9.
Okay.
So, just a man, like hardworking. When he come home, he willing to have a submissive woman because I love being submissive, and just bring home the money, and I just do all the rest.
Oh, you want him to bring home all the money? Oh, or do you want him to be the provider?
Do I want to be the provider?
No, so you want him to be the provider?
Yes. I mean, 50-50. I mean, we 50-50. You go to work, I go to work. We come home, and we here.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
Liars. But I'm a man. But other than that, really don't have no deal breaker. Just go to work. Go to work. Come home.
Okay. Should he look?
Red flag. We got a Cash App that stopped the show. Cash Apps take first priority. Self-help Shiloh says, gap teeth in your mouth so my blanks gotta fit. Much love, Self-help Silo. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We also had a super chat. It was J Cafe. He says, I appreciate all you do. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. You're the super chat sponsor at the moment. Let's go ahead and get into it. Still looking for that Cash App sponsor. Let's spin the clip.
A certain way.
I like tall men because I'm 5'9". So
you don't get tall men just because you're a tall woman. You can get a tall man if a tall man picks you. There aren't enough tall men for you to just get one just because you're a big chick. And big women, being a big woman is a disadvantage for a woman. Yeah, the same way all those guys who are not tall enough for you got disqualified, you're going to be disqualified for a lot of men just for being bigger than them because we don't like women bigger than us. Let's get back into it.
I really don't have a preference, but if you tall, short, I mean.
Okay. What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
No, we can build together. So, I mean, I don't want no broke, but money is not an issue with me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh my God, I knew you was gonna do that. I have my pajamas on, so that matter?
You gotta do the Kendra Cam. So whatever you have on is what you have on, girl.
Okay, I'm going to the bathroom. Jesus Christ.
Okay. We got one leg. Woo! We got
Body's a lot better than you probably would have expected. I knew this was going to throw a lot of you guys off, but don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the fact that this is probably the third or fourth woman this month since we've been back consistently doing shows that has failed to wear the proper undergarment underneath her shirt while she's in a public platform. Now, keep in mind, this is a woman who's middle-aged and has grown children. And when somebody likes me or Pink Book Lessons or Crimson Cure, when we say that Black women collectively could possibly be suffering from arrested development, and they're trapped in like a teenage girl's mind, that's not an exaggeration. That's an observation. Let's get it. Jacob F says, thanks for the show, Stein. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Keep supporting the shows and reaching goal in the Cash App. We'll continue to do these shows. Let's get back into it.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
You got no bra.
I don't know if that face can pay for the body. and listen, I know a lot of times I've come on here and I've said that like really men care more about the body than the face. That's true, but then there are some women to where y'all are hit up at a rate and y'all are towed down to a place to where it almost would still be unbearable. And or it isn't that you're not pretty in the face, it's the fact that your attitude isn't good. Like, you can't be at a genetic disadvantage and have a bad attitude and be forceful, be arrogant, have bravado with your tone. You have to know to be really, really humble and really play your cards right. That's the truth. This is the dark truth we don't really talk about the dating market and so on and so forth and what it entails. But it's true.
I see. Okay.
Because I was in the bed, and I didn't even think you
We're
was
in the
gonna
bed.
pick
What
me.
time is it?
I didn't think you was gonna pick me.
Already?
Baby, I work 12 hours a day. Yes.
Okay. All right, Selena, you're 46. What's the age range you would date?
36. I would start at 36.
Okay, you start at 36.
And I would end at 90.
Oh my God, there's somebody down there talking about they don't like Pink Book Lessons anymore because she's a Republican. What? See, this irritates. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. And I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds. Again, just because someone speaks negatively, and this goes to anybody who votes for the left, just because someone doesn't support a candidate that you support, that doesn't mean that you get to label them as something else. It's funny, growing up in the community that I've grown up in, we're so comfortable making the same political decisions over and over and over and over again that when one of us wants to go in another direction, or if one of us has a disagreement or issues with the things that are being said by the next democratic puppet that's been propped up, that person is to be labeled something negative, or they're automatically on the other side that wants to harm our community. It's such a dishonest thing to do. We have to stop doing this. It's not, we're not getting anywhere. Pink Book Lessons hasn't said anywhere that she's a Republican. And even if she is, how do you know she didn't get there intellectually through policies? Because I know, for one thing, I know that the large majority of our community, we're not coming to our political decisions because we're researching politics. We're blindly following other we're blindly following other Black people, excuse me. How many of you all believe that anything but Trump is actually a political decision? And how many of you believe that just because I just said that means I'm automatically a Trump supporter? And if you do believe because I just said that means I'm automatically a Trump supporter, you're exactly who the hell I'm talking about. I meant to hit you. Okay, now, back to the show.
90 years
Your end's at 90. Your end, you go all the way to 90?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I will. One leg in, one leg out. Yes. No, I'm just... No.
Okay. Okay, so go to 90. So Selena, when was your last relationship?
About a year ago.
A year ago. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 weeks.
Okay. Is he an option?
Is he often?
No. Is he an option for?
Someone says, I like Republican talking points, but I can't get behind what they're about. Listen, I am not, I'm not promoting the Republican Party. I'm promoting the freedom for Black people to think however they want to think about politics, especially when they sit amongst a hive of community and the majority of the community aren't thinking objectively and critically about politics. Like, I don't care which way you guys choose to make your choices and decisions, but people who aren't thinking for themselves, they're the real liability when it comes to how we make decisions politically. The people who are choosing to pick political figures based on their skin color and the fact that they look like you and all these cheap wins that they try to offer us that aren't really wins, and we take it and we eat it up like that. Nah. Nah. I'm not here to promote Republicans. To be honest, I don't care what they got going on either. Stamp that, clip that, retweet that. I don't care what they got going on either. I reserve my right to say, leave me out. Y'all not talking about the things that I even care about.
Relationship.
Oh, no, he just, no.
No?
No.
That's a good time?
Yes, he's here for
You're
a
right,
good
Sierra.
time, not a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Selena, 3 flaws you have to work on.
We had somebody come through with a Cash App sponsor during that rant. Let's get it. It's a lot of Trump 2024 down there. I'm not telling anybody which way to go, but if that's which way y'all want to go, I support you guys' decision. I think you guys are fully capable adults. The stuff that I've seen with Obama and the way black men have been being pushed around lately, I can't take it. Stand on your square, black men. We're being pushed around. We're being tested. We're being tested as we speak. They think we're something to play with, black men. They think we're something to muscle around. They think we're something to push around. We got to show them that that is not the case. We got to show them that we think for ourselves. Much love to the sponsor, Romel. He says, caught alive. Let me get that sponsor spot. Let's get it. Appreciate you very much, brother. Thank you for your contribution. You're the reason why we're halfway to go. Let's get into it.
I have a little attitude sometimes when things don't go my way. Other than that, I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
Okay. Well, you have 3 flaws. I need 3 flaws.
Well, shit, I don't know flaws.
You don't have no flaws?
No, I don't think so. No, I just have like a bad attitude a little bit. But other than that,
I beg your
I'm
pardon?
too generous. I know that. But other than that, I don't have no flaws. I don't have no flaws. I don't.
The only flaw that she said was a flaw actually wasn't even a flaw.
You are really dumb. For real.
It's like, my problem is I'm actually too much of something good. I told y'all, Kendra, ever since Just Niche helped Kendra bring this aspect of the show in, and she added this dynamic to the show, it's been exposing a very narcissistic layer of black women. And black women are always saying the word narcissist. Narcissist. I don't want to deal with a narcissist. He was narcissistic. I can't. I can't deal with a narcissist. I just can't. And y'all say this and you say it and you say it and you say it. But the truth is I think it's projection. Because ever since Kendra G added this dynamic to the show, it's funny. Not only can't black women find anything wrong with themselves, which is certainly narcissistic, but when they even attempt to, something good about themselves come out. Very slimy. Not honest practice. Not an honest practice, not by a long mile. Let's get back into it.
I have no flaws. Them the only 2. So
Josh, you don't have no flaws, she says. Okay. I'm going to keep it moving. I don't got enough energy to be harassing y'all about y'all flaws tonight. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm hardworking. I'm God-fearing. You know what I'm saying? I love football. I'm a down-to-earth person. Like I said, I'm very submissive. You know what I'm saying? I love, not when I say taking care of a man, not financially, but like on a hard day work, his bath water is ran, food on the table. So, I know he can come home to peace.
Okay, you come home to peace. All right, Selena, Detroit, 46, Capricorn, LPN, mom to 5 kids. I'm assuming you don't care if a man has kids.
No,
Okay.
I just don't want him to I don't want him to want any more. I'm done with kids.
And she'll date, what was it?
Now, a lot of if you can manage to get with a middle-aged man who wants to deal with you, he might not have children. Your issue will probably more be just being an unbearable person, and you're not as feminine as you probably think you are, being stuck in your ways, all the issues that come along with a woman being too old to still be in the dating market. Melvin C says, keep up the good work, Don. Just showing support from the Black Life fam. I'm at work and we'll catch later. Much love. Thank you very much. Let's let one off for Melvin. Much love. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it. He said, no flaws, but can't keep a man with 4 kids. It's like, yeah. Even if a man were to say that, that would be off-putting. I mean, but for a woman to be like, oh yeah, I have no flaws, that's ridiculous. You sound crazy.
45 to 90?
I was just playing with the 90, but
Well, what is the truth?
I would, okay, at least,
That's what she looked like. She looked like the shift leader. She paid, like, y'all know the shift leader on TikTok? She got that shift leader mouth. Okay.
60, I would date a 60-year-old. Long as he's still active, you know.
45 to 60?
Yes.
Okay. And should he be in Detroit?
I mean, yes. I would rather be, I travel, but I would want to, in Detroit.
Gotta be in Detroit. Okay, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name on the app?
Selena.
It's SALENA, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if you're the only one. Oh, there's a couple. I think I can find you though. Let me see. There's a
Like a green.
Somebody want to hear all that. All right. Now,
I am 43.
Now, and moving on. We've been covered. It's been one hell of a single mother month for us, like with just talking about Black single mothers, the issues that they deal with, so on and so forth. A lot of it has to do with the things that they say. It's not the kids. The kids are a lot of times the last thing that are actually the problem. I mean, the money that they cost, that's something that's got to be considered. We got to consider that. But for the most part, men don't really work. Like, single mothers shoot themselves at the foot and they say all the wrong things. They do all the wrong things. They're looking for a man, but they're putting really negative frequencies out there into the universe, you know? Like, they're sending out bad stuff, right? And they want the receiver of that signal to be someone positive and loving and supportive and patient and so on and so forth. But that's not what they're putting out. They're putting out something else. And besides the fact that she had a very unmarriageable demeanor, what really shocked me was when we got to the area of the kids. And that's where I want you to pay attention as we react, is the area where they talk about the kids and the fathers of the kids. And it's going to be, you know, I couldn't help but think about Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, and how he would mention this observation, the same way how we've discovered the observation that Black women put too much emphasis on travel and whatever, so on and so forth. He discovered that Black women are far more afraid of getting married than they are of having a child, which is absurd, because a child is certainly a lifelong commitment. A divorce, a marriage, there's so many ways out. You can get out. It might cost some money, might cost a little bit of your mental health, but you're going to get out, and whatever, it can end. A kid, that's going to continue forever. Like, you're going to deal with that obligation forever. There's no way out. It's not going to stop. It's a consistent, it's a constant, it's a life commitment. Black women are looking at a baby and they're going, not so bad. But then when they look at like a marriage, they're like, oh no, like, whoa, that's a lot. Maybe I'll end up maybe I have to be a good person. Maybe I have to trust myself, trust the value that I have as a woman. I never planned on standing on it. But we're going to get into it. Let's go ahead and spin the clip. Y'all know the rules if y'all want to stop the show. And y'all got something to say about the show or about me or about the topic, drop it in the Cash App. We're at 40, so we're $60 away from guaranteeing that we have another show tomorrow, which is a good thing. I'm ready to get to work. Or we can do short form content tomorrow. It's either way. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's finish off this reaction. Let's finish off the show.
43. What you do for
Yes.
a living?
Right now, I am a bartender and I take care of disabled people like the last gentleman with the beard.
Oh, okay, he takes care of disabled people.
Yes.
What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? Aquarius.
Yes.
So we got Rachel, Dayton, Ohio, Aquarius, 43, bartender. Bartender, do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 5 sons.
Really? Five sons. How old are your sons?
They are 29, 26, 21, 16, and 10 at home. The 2 are at home.
All by the same man?
No, all different fathers.
You have 5 men?
Yep.
Have you ever been married?
No, I was engaged twice, but never married.
Engagement
Why didn't you settle
queen.
down with any of the 5 men you have kids by?
Well, the last one, I did a 5-year engagement and I backed out. I just don't want to get divorced, and I felt like it wasn't going to work after a while. And I also, unpopular opinion, feel like once you have a kid, it take away from the thrill of wanting to get married for me. So it's like
Nah. And that's the line that brought us here. Once I had a kid, it took away the thrill of being married for me, in quotes. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that to be true. I think that having a baby is more valuable to you than marrying a black man. That's what I believe. I believe that a lot of you black women, when you get a baby, you no longer see value in the man that you're with, or you finally see that the man that you're with never had value to start with. Either way, that's on you, chica.
had the first kid they ever had. So I'm like everybody's first baby mom or whatever. So it's like they really wanted a kid and I didn't really want kids, and that happened. And then I realized I don't want to get married now because now I'm a mom again. I don't know.
You are really dumb. For real.
So you don't want to get married because you have a kid now. That doesn't really make sense. Now having children is the main reason people get married. See, you have to be far, 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 far from being marriageable to think that marriage will get in the way of a relationship with your child, or like marriage and having a child don't coincide. You think they can be measured and they can compete with one another when they're supposed to go together. See, it's no different than the package deal shit and like women acting like they don't really want a stepdad and whatever. It's all an effort to act as if their broken situation isn't as broken as the next woman's situation, that their failed family isn't as much as a failed family as the next woman's failed family. It's all a way to separate from the other women who are also making terrible decisions. Of course you didn't want to get married to them, right? Anytime, like once you do this work for long enough, you learn that any woman who is turning down engagements, those aren't men who are probably ideal candidates in the first place. So one would ask, why are you having babies by men who, if they were to propose to you, you would renege in the last minute? It isn't because you already knew on some level that they weren't quality men in the first place, and it took the severity of the baby now being here to help you realize that, is it? Because then that would be proving Kendra G's theory right, that nothing makes a black woman realize that she's dealing with a guy who isn't worthy of anything like a baby can. And somebody said none of the dads got custody. Probably not. They probably all pay her while she sits around and acts like she doesn't need them. Miss Fullen says true, or they're lying.
was just weird. That's just how I felt about it, and I kind of backed out.
So once you were engaged, but once you had the baby, you felt like you didn't want to marry the father anymore?
Yeah, I felt like it became all about, the kid and raising the kid. It took away from the relationship.
Nah, it didn't become all about the kid because it's all about the kid whether you stay in the relationship or not. Stop it. This is so dishonest. You women are home wreckers. Or you're women who never intended on building homes. Some of you women deal with guys, they're not even marriageable men, but you're like, if I get a baby out of it, that's cool. At least I got a baby. That's horrible. You're a horrible person if that's how you think. Oh yeah, like I realized that like once I had a baby, it was like I just got my relationship. I got this baby here. You black women, y'all are the only women who y'all have this cell in your body or this bone in your body you've developed to where now you guys are ready to build a family alone without us and y'all can do it by yourself. Go ahead, try it. There are plenty of women in the dating market who are looking to snatch up men who are available, who are looking to do right. Everybody hit the like button so we can bring some more people in so we can cook her. She's tripping. Talking about this is sad. And to think, ma'am, your children are gonna pull this stuff up one day. This is the internet, this is forever. One day your kids are gonna see that their fathers made an attempt to be in their life and put them at a statistical advantage, and they weren't given the chance because you tried to leverage your relationship with them as the reason not to. What a horrible scapegoat. Like what a horrible way to try to get out of making a selfish choice and then trying to put it on the kids. Us kids know this. When our mothers destroy our homes, they always try to put it on us. I couldn't have y'all looking at me all sad and stuff. I couldn't have y'all looking at me because your dad was making me sad. We like, bitch, we wasn't even thinking about you. We was outside playing, making mud pies. Ho, what are you talking about? What nobody thinking about you and what daddy was going through? I got Kool-Aid on my face. Can't you see? This is aggravating because now 5 children, well, 2 of your children are at a statistical disadvantage because you just decided when something very important happened, the most important thing that can happen, a child comes into the world. That's when you decided you didn't want anything to do with their father. Do you know how awful that sounds? Terrible. Terrible.
That was just how I felt at the time. Like, it just is overwhelming being a mom again. It's exciting for the first time dad, I guess, at that time. I can't have any more kids. I don't want any more kids. And that's how I felt about it. I'd rather date someone with kids or grown kids that don't want kids. I meet a lot of younger men. I prefer older, 40 and up. I wouldn't mind 35 at the youngest, but please come with your own kids.
So you don't want no more kids, for sure. Yeah, you're 43. Okay. Do you want to get married or you don't want to get married?
At this point in my life, I feel like I had 2 long, fulfilling relationships, and if I don't get married, I'm fine with that. If I do get married, that's fine. So I'm not against it, but I'm not super pressed to get married.
Nah. We're not doing that either. Oh yeah, if it happens, it happens. But if it don't happen, I'm good too, baby. Didn't I tell y'all? Excuse me. Black women bring a willingness to lose in the dating market that we've never seen. But that might be true, but it's also dishonest. They might be willing to lose, but they're not nearly as willing to lose as they put on to be. This is the first woman who tried to exist in both places. She tried to say, oh, well, I would like to get married, but if it don't happen, I'll be cool too. Like, I'll be okay with losing at the end of the day kind of too, because if it don't happen, it just don't happen. Nah, you're not okay with it. And neither were your meemaw and your little grandma and your aunties. That's why it's really important, because the people in your life have expectations for you, not just men on podcasts. They're always trying to act like we're the only ones putting on the pressure. when they know damn well when they go home to their family reunions, they visit their aunts. Their aunts don't care about their careers or whatever. They're like, you got a man, baby? When you gonna get a man? Every time I see you, you ain't got no man. Every time. So this is really, really, really aggravating, though, that we got women out here who, even if these were real engagements, which a part of me doesn't even know if these are real engagements, women will say that to try to give themselves an artificial sense of significance when it doesn't even really, it's not there. But I don't want to ramble on too much. This has really got me upset. Feel bad for these men. I feel bad that these men thought that they were dealing with a situation. I wonder what the fifth guy was thinking when he came in, just to realize, dang, I came in when you have 4 baby daddies and 4 different children, and just to realize you're not even a woman who not only are you not marriageable, even if I wanted to marry you, you don't want to get married for a reason that's really stupid.
I'm more about having a good friend, a good partner, someone I could build with, and, have the companionship, but I'm not pressed about getting married.
Okay. So we got Rachel, Dayton, Ohio, 43, Aquarius, is a bartender, also works with disabled people, mom to 5 sons, by 5 men, and you were engaged how many times?
Twice.
She was engaged twice. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe I have it all. What kind of man you looking for, Rachel?
Okay.
Sheesh, that was just the
Stay in
introduction.
the light. Okay, real quick. Stay in the light, Rachel. Stay in the light.
Okay, let me put, is this better?
Yes.
Okay,
What's
so
up,
I'm
Invictus?
looking for
How you
someone,
doing?
he has to be super dominant, super, like in his career already. I'm really not looking for someone that needs guidance on what they want to do with their life. They have to already be established. And someone that's loving, that loves their family, that, has some type of spirituality, stands on something, believes in a higher power, and just a good human, a nice person.
Okay.
You think you're a good person? Let's continue.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are people that think they know it all, that don't think they have room for growth. People that I say, guys.
That's translation for I like to come into men's lives and move things around, and if he doesn't let me move things around, then he doesn't have room for growth. And since I think what I have to say is so special, even though I've obviously failed at life, if he doesn't want to listen to it, then he's rebellious and he can't be told anything. He thinks he's right about everything. This is the tell-all signs of a woman who cannot be led. Don't ignore this kind of language. Take it to the bank, fellas, and then move on. Make a different choice. Let's read a super chat real quick. Ross says, much love for that 10. They says, no shame. They come on these platforms with multiple kids by multiple men, but looking for another man. Why? All these kids with men who won't marry you? It's insane. Yeah, it is. It really is. I don't even know what to say. Much love to Divine Photos. A legendary regular. He says, her mentality is what's wrong with modern women today. They value baby showers more than marriage. Still want to compete with their own kids. Facts. These are the worst women. And when that doesn't fulfill them, when the kids get older, they make them pay for it. Thank goodness she didn't have a daughter, because if she'd have had a daughter, the daughter might have grew. If she would have ever got a man, if the daughter grow up and end up having a little body on her, or she ends up being decent looking, she gonna think every man that she got, her daughter want to get with him. This is what a lot of people don't know. Black women are dealing with that. Young black women, they getting attacked by their mothers because their mothers think that their daughter want their man. This is what we're leaving our kids with. Much love. Mikhail just came through with a 10. He says, keep up the good work. Much love. Thank you very much. Mikhail, I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. That puts us at 50. We halfway to the goal, baby. Let's get back into it.
That are mean. Just mean-spirited, super judgmental. So just I don't want to deal with anyone judgmental, anyone mean-spirited, and someone who's not understanding, because I've been through a lot and I know that life happens a lot. So I learned never to say what you wouldn't do, because you don't know what you might have to do one day.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
No. I just learned a lesson in life. I used to be the type of person that like looks, and I'm going through a transition now, and I cut off some people that look all right, but they're not good people. And I ran into a guy I dated before, and I wasn't really attracted to him. But
before she continues on that babble spiel, Miss Cullen says Kendra is exploiting them. She is not even picking the best women. She is picking the bottom of the barrel. Now, maybe I wouldn't have believed that theory, but lately there is something that I noticed, and I'm not trying to get all Kendra gossipy. I'm really not. But this is something that really bothers me with Kendra G. Because somebody, like, when Kendra G talks to the women who are really, like, good looking, or women who have a lot going on, like they're career women like her, but they might even be, like, making a little bit more money, Kendra tries to sometimes act intentionally, like, dismissive. She tries to act like she doesn't hear what they're saying when they're saying certain things. And I know that she heard what the woman is saying. It's almost like subliminal antagonization. And I don't know, it could be the competitor in her or whatever, but every time the women who have a lot of value do come on the Kendra G show, the vibe, unless the woman can do something for her, like the woman is a nail tech or she does weaves or something that Kendra can benefit from, she kind of doesn't even want them there. And I sense intimidation sometimes. I think Kendra is an older woman who wants to stay young forever. So opportunity also bothers her, even though she can be very supportive of some women sometimes. So it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope with modern women. And some women she brings on, where it starts to feel like she's exploiting them is when they're obviously something that needs to be reprimanded or something that needs to be corrected and critiqued, and Kendra chooses to like laugh with them and play with them and play it up for the entertainment value of her show, when really they need to be like told, no, stop, calm down, behave, act like you have some respect for yourself. You know, that seems exploitive, but you never really know. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
I just realized when I see him, I'm attracted to his niceness. He's very nice, and being nice can make you more attractive, having a kind heart. So you could be medium ugly. You don't have to be super cute. I'm attracted to a little bit ugly as long as you have a good spirit.
Okay.
Emmanuel says being engaged twice makes you a red flag, not a prize. Yeah. Like black women were always, Kevin Samuels noticed this. That's why he called them engagement queens, because they were always running around with like, they're running around talking about how many times they got engaged. Kendra used to do it. Kendra tried to do it when she got into it with Kevin Samuels a long time ago. She was like, well, Kevin, I've been engaged before. It's just I told him no. I chose to focus on my career, blah, blah, blah. He was like, I don't care. All right. Let's get back into it.
About money. She make a certain amount of money.
He has to make enough money to provide for his children if he has kids, and be able to have his own place and own car. As long as you can maintain your life and the people that depend on you, then I can date you. But if you can't maintain your life or your children, then I can't date you. So whatever that looks like, then I don't know what the amount is going to be. But you can't be in poverty and want to date. It's going to be uncomfortable, and you're probably going to be angry.
You can't be in poverty. Yeah. Okay, so there's no minimum. Is there a minimum amount?
Says the woman more than likely collecting child support right now from her baby dads. At least the two that's still in the house. Let's get into it.
I guess in this economy, it just my amount depends on the kids you have. So I guess if you have 5 kids like me, I would say the minimum would be about $70,000.
Okay.
Because
so if he has less kids, he could.
70,000. You tripping. You tripping. Ross says, so 5 baby daddies later, she picking on character instead of looks. Don't save her, gents. She needs to go back to one of her baby daddies. Yeah, probably. And learn some respect. Learn some respect for those men. And some respect for your sons. That's their dad. And they were good enough to like, you carried their babies to term, and you raised them, but you couldn't marry the man who you had the babies by. And isn't that, and now y'all don't have the excuse to where, oh, black men ain't trying to marry us. They were trying to marry you, you just didn't do it. Please. And any of you women who are dealing with a guy, and when you get pregnant, you look over at him and you're like, why am I even listening to you? You made a bad decision. If when shit gets real, you don't feel comfortable standing with that man, that says something about your discernment. That doesn't say anything about the quality of that man. He's just that man, and you could have left him alone. You didn't have to give him access to your body. Amazement 717 says, that's true, Thom. Like when a female has a nice body, she doesn't do the woot woot thing. Yeah. She don't. She be like, all right, I'll see you. Okay, sit down. All right, let's get back into it.
Make less?
If he has like one kid, he can make like 50,000. I can see. I mean, in Dayton, Ohio, anyway. I mean, I'm in Dayton. I'm not in New York or Chicago or anything like that.
You got 5 kids by 5 different men, and they're all males. So that means I got to see a scenario kind of in my mind where 5 different young light-skinned brothers who I don't know are dogpiling and jumping on me because you mad. Yeah, the 2 live there, but the 3, they know where you stay. They can come back over there. I'm tired of y'all acting like because y'all kids out of the house. Damn it. I'm tired of y'all acting like because y'all kids are out of the house that doesn't count. Nothing could be further from the truth. All they are is grown people who can fight and use a firearm and stuff now. They're a worse threat, if anything. Stop it. Stop it. I wouldn't care if he in Mexico. He know where you live. Stop it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the dishonesty. I'm trying to have a good day. I got my dad cup. Adam Real says, she got 5 on it. All right, let's get back into it.
You can make about 50,000.
Okay.
Probably have some side hustles too, but on paper about 50,000.
Say again?
I said he could have some side hustles and something off the paper like businesses but 50,000 on paper is fine. But hopefully you have more drive than that, and that's
he can have some side hustles like off the business. Like, what are you even talking about right now?
The stepping stone.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Much love to Robert in the building. Welcome, Robert.
Lord, I ain't got no damn bra on. Titties to the floor.
What's up, Kenner? How you doing? What's up, Kenner?
Let me find something to set it up on. It's kind of bad lighting.
We gotta see your legs.
Okay.
You see?
Okay. It's kind of, it is dark, but I think we can see you.
Okay.
Rachel, you're 43. What's the age range you want to date?
35 to 65.
35 to 65. Okay, yep. Rachel, 35 to 65. When was your last relationship?
Oh man. My last real relationship was probably about 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. I need to work on I'm being more understanding, which I want someone understanding, but sometimes I'm not understanding on certain things. I need to work on not being so petty sometimes. And I need to work on letting someone lead me a little more. I really haven't met anyone, but I probably would need to work on that because I'm so independent.
My dog died. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
You probably should work on that. That probably would be wise. You can't be led. Now we're starting to get down to why you probably didn't want to get married. But I find it very... When did you reveal that? After the baby, every time probably, right? I bet you played cooperative really good with all those guys. And as soon as you got the baby, you were like, all right, see you later. I'm going to collect a check. Move on to the next dummy. Then play cooperative with him. Act like you can cooperate knowing damn well you can't. Then when you get leverage, then when you get a baby, something that's actually that you see that you already admitted that you think that the baby is more valuable than the man in the relationship. So once you get what you truly want, you discard the man. Ma'am, you are a disgusting human being. You're an awful person. It's just you just never heard it anywhere. I'm telling you right now on this show, you are a bad person, ma'am. You're not a good person. You're not a good human being. I know you probably tell yourself that in so many different ways or another. You probably think you're religious. You probably think you're anointed and all that crap. Nope, none of that. You're not a good person. And I feel bad for your sons. Because like they could have had their dad in their, they could have had their dads in their life, but really they couldn't. They never even had a chance. What am I saying? They could have never had a chance. You never planned on following a man, especially if you got a baby. There are women out there like you. As soon as y'all get a baby, y'all feel like, oh, okay, well, I got a baby now, so I don't have to listen to what you're talking about anymore. What a off, like, you know nothing about how a team works, let alone family. You're awful. Can't nobody do nothing with you. Somebody says more of them need to hear this. Facts, because we're not really having these conversations. There are a lot of women doing this. We're going to close here. There are a lot of women doing this. There are a lot of women who are literally having children with men, and they never had intentions on doing anything long-term with the men, but they carry their babies to the term. They carry the baby to term, excuse me. I'm babbling. They carry the baby to term knowing that they weren't going to ever marry the guy who they had a baby with. Yet somehow black men are always being put on the chopping block and being to blame for why there are so many single mother-led houses. There ain't enough daddies. Ain't enough men stepping up. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Ain't enough men stepping up. They don't even want the men who step up. I think it's funner to chase Tyrone around the hood with the paperwork and the white people looking for him. I think that's fun. That's more fun to them. Chasing the hood around, chasing some guy around the hood talking about some this your baby. That's more fun to them. But when a guy steps up, they're like, ugh, yuck. I don't even want it anymore. Talk about broken. Talk about broken. Amazement 17 says, it's amazing black women will have a kid with anyone, but will act all picky with marriage. Exactly. People get divorced all the time, but kids are more long-term. So you would think they would be more cautious in regards to that. Exactly. It makes no sense. Mystic TV says, love the show. Keep up the great work. Much love, man. Thank you for supporting. It makes no sense. I don't think she's alone. I think that there's a reason why she was emboldened to say that. I don't think that she's by herself. I don't think she's one of the only black women who think that. She just said it. But how many more of our women you think that in the black community? I bet you a lot more think that. Fellas, think about that. If you're dating a girl right now, you're dating a black woman in the black community right now, protect yourself. Because a lot of black women feel like once they get pregnant, they'll try to, they think that the baby is new leverage. They'll start trying to renegotiate the deal. Now that the baby is in the picture, they start trying to like talk to you different because they feel like they won something. They think that they accomplished something, and it's separate from you. So you need to watch how you talk to her. Now, and all of a sudden, you seeing a whole different side of the bitch you ain't never seen. You just like, hold on, what's this? Guys are getting pregnant with women and finding themselves looking at a whole different broad as soon as the baby happened. And they're like, hold on, what's this? It's because these women have been geared to throw you out of the house, choose the system, move on to some other sucker to do the same thing to. A lot of us are the fourth or fifth, third baby daddy. A lot of us are. Be careful out there, fellas. All right, we're at 50. We made it halfway to go. I still appreciate everybody who supported. Still appreciate everybody who supported today in the show. Today was a good show. I feel like we covered good ground. We really covered good ground today on the show. Like, these type of women got to be addressed. You can't have women out here who are consciously destroying their families and we don't address it. You're like, oh yeah, I didn't want to once I got a baby, I didn't feel like the relationship was worth it. Or what she say? It took something out of the relationship. Why? We didn't address, we got to go deeper. After you say, oh, it took something out of the relationship. Well, why did it take something out of the relationship? It isn't because you value a baby more than the man, which they're supposed to go together. It's exposing something that's broken with black women in the way that our women think. A lot of times black women end up doing it alone is because they truly believe that they should be. They've bought a lot of the bad, negative propaganda that the old independent women of old put out there. They drank the Kool-Aid, now they poisoned, and they wondering why they can't get the results that they want. This was very frustrating, triggering. Can't make it up. But anyways, that's the show. But again, shocking. Very shocking. Very shocking. Somebody says we need to get down to 100K. We've actually lost like 11 subscribers since our last show, which is shocking. That's why I know you guys aren't unsubscribing from the channel. It's just people are being unsubscribed from the channel. I try not to talk negatively about this about a company that pays me, but it's just like, man, I hate to see it happening to you guys. I know it is not you guys unsubscribing from the channel. I know that YouTube is unsubscribing people from the channel. That's something that, like, I get. Sometimes it's kind of flattering because we must be like really getting a lot of traffic coming our way because they don't treat a lot of content creators like this. They picked our channel, and that means that there's a lot of reach that this channel should have, that it probably doesn't get a lot of the time. But the fact that it's so influential that they have to put systems and stuff in place to see that people can't get to our channel, it means we must be doing something good out here. We must be a good counter to all the bad propaganda and the lies that are put out here for people to be working that hard to slow down what we do here. So again, still good. You got to keep your head up, stay positive, be a good content creator. You can't complain. But it is frustrating when you get message after message, comment after comment every single day of people complaining that they got unsubscribed from the channel. Very frustrating, but it is what it is. Hit the subscribe button and way out of the room. Much love to everybody who supported the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be coming with some short form work, though. We didn't quite make goal, so I'm going to take that opportunity to work on some short form content tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more work, and I'll see you guys on another live show here pretty soon. Take care.